here we go after a couple days. Greetings and welcome to Board Me Up, where I hunt out the latest in board game releases so that you don't have to. And here we go. It's been it's a slow time right now, and I'm sure some of us can appreciate it because of all that FOMO, the fear of missing out. We don't have to deal with that because there's not too many crazy projects coming out. There are some, but as of currently, there's not too much an ending. Well, we'll be going over that. There's more interesting stuff that's going to be ending soon rather than launching. This first thing I'm looking at is a MMO. I'm always curious and on the lookout for a good MMO that's coming out. I am supporting, well, to a degree, Pantheon, which was first kickstarted, but that's kind of the EverQuest inspired MMO in the works for years now, and that's what I have my eyes on. But let me take a look at this. Probably not something I'm going to save. It's probably not something that's going to fund. Just being realistic here. But let's see what's going on here in this one, if this video plays for us. It played earlier. Come on now. There we go. It's looking pretty good. I mean, it's looking like a lot of work's been already finished on it. Even the character customization. And I've never heard of this one. Graphics are limited, but I'm not sure how far along they are. But seeing all this already active and the animations to the point that they are, this seems to be really far in its working. So either it's a really tiny world or this should be getting a lot more attention than it is. Let's see here. What's going on? And there's mounts, yeah. Looks like a lot of landscape though. So let's see here. Not seeing anywhere on top if it's in when it's going to beta or alpha or what. Yeah, all in all, wow, and that big boss is pretty cool looking and pretty finished looking. Goodness, this looks like it's, to be honest, it looks further along than Pantheon, which they've been updating and working on for, I don't know, the past 5 years or so, I think. Yeah, so let me see here. How much does this have, or what stage is this at? Pretty impressive. More stuff than I was expecting to see. But, yeah, they're gonna have to really market this. Too bad. I wonder what really sets it apart here. Combat system, character customization. What's so unique here, Quest? Alright, well, yeah, I'm out of here, I guess. I don't know. They're not really launching or mentioning what's really that unique. With Pantheon, we're looking for that old school MMO that's hard to beat, but you know, you feel that reward, you feel the fear of the lands around you, unlike, you know, MMOs of these days. All right, moving along now. So back to the tabletop world, we have this looks like the same person that launched that werewolf one that we just looked at an episode ago or something. Again, not showing any sculpts, which is fine here unless it's finished. If the sculpt is finished, don't put it in the updates, put it right here. So we'll see what this golem looks like. Is it going to be 3D printable piece or a actual thing that we get in the mail, or both? Digital download. Okay, it's gonna be both. Cool. Right on. Looking good, looking good. Okay, well, I'll be closing that one out. It's nice. Finally, my tabs are going down a little bit, as I've probably had over 100 Kickstarter tabs, and now maybe we're at 60 or something, 70, I don't know. Okay, here's another miniatures project, Arbiter Miniatures Kickstarter 2, Desolate Plains. Okay, so this one's kind of interesting because it's supportless 3D printable miniatures. Very cool. You see, the miniatures I've printed myself that I've sculpted, I've had printed through a professional company, Shapeways. I never had to deal with supports. I never had to make supports. I don't know if their printers print with supports because they use, big, expensive printers, not like these ones that they sell for homes now. So that's what I've gotten used to, and I think I'll continue my path with that. I'd rather print a bit more expensively maybe, but have the miniature without any supports. I've been dealing with a mini with supports lately, and I'm not a big fan of it. So anyway, this team or this guy has created these miniatures that don't require supports, and you can kind of see why if you look at the sculpt. Everything's kind of bulky and supported on each other. Kind of looks like, like molds. Mold injection miniatures that are one piece. There's a werewolf. Yeah, there's another werewolf. There's a harpy. So anyway, that's a pretty cool idea, I think. All right, moving on. Let's close that one out. Greenskull Castle miniatures. So a lot of miniatures coming out. Not a lot in board games. I think we have like one that just launched. So let's take a look at these. Just curious on what they look like. Awesome. Big noses. What are these? Pledge Squire. Are these goblins? Yes, they are goblins. Okay. And they're looking lovely. Let's see if we can get any close-ups. Very nice. Very nice. Cool. They look like pretty fun, a somewhat unique take. They really overdid it with the nose on these ones, which is nice. So that's kind of these specific ones. And as you see, these are supports that I was talking about earlier. Yeah. They can be a pain to remove. Okay, let's see here. That's the size. Cool, cool. And here are some painted examples. Let's take a look at these real quick. Snicked. That's pretty awesome. This guy is pretty cool, but the paint job's really impressive on these. Really, really impressive. These two, these three, four. Damn. That's awesome. So they copied a little bit of Warhammer, but not too much. It's not I think they're called squig, right? It's still got legs and arms. Okay. They got an excellent artist for these. Cool. Yeah, these are looking pretty awesome. They look a little bit more, I don't know, should I say old school? I love their noses. Their noses go right on the tips. Pretty awesome. Leaves a lot of room for fun and playful painting. What is that? That is cool. Godacker. He's got blonde hair. He's got a wig on. Wait, is that a... Oh, okay, I was thinking of He-Man from Masters of the Universe. And with that sword, too, it's like a switch of it. You got the green cat, but instead you have He-Man. Just because of He-Man hair. Anyway, ooh, this one's really cool. The wizard. The goblin wizard. Damn, that's pretty sweet. The king. Treasurer. The thief. Not sure how I feel about that dog. Alessander. That's a little bit too modern compared to everything else I'm seeing. Yeah, these are pretty awesome. To have a whole collection of these guys would be very cool. Who is this? This is a first-time creation. I'm saving this one. I want to see what else this person does. Well done. How do I follow them? Ah, yes. There's this complex way of following someone that Kickstarter needs to fix. You click on that, and then you click on their name again. Then you finally get to their profile. Then you click follow. Why did they make it so hard to follow someone? And then you kind of know you get notifications if they launch a new Kickstarter. Anyway, let's see. Golden Age of Pirates. Okay, for ages 10 plus. Since this is our only board game, we can look at the video just a little bit. Okay, they're describing it. It's a 2 to 4 player game. If you're interested for a Pirates family game, something a little lighter on the load. Check it out. It's 2 to 4 players. It's a pirate game, and looks like they're probably gonna fund. They're about halfway there to their almost $6,000 goal. There you go. Check it out if you're interested. There's not too much else going on right now, so yeah, check them out. I'll be closing this one out, as for me personally, it's not going to hit the spot, and it's always nice for me to be able to close something out rather than save it. I'm going to be trying to do that more often, as there's just so many projects coming out, and hey, you know, they all cost money, right? Robin Hood, rescuing Robin Hood. This game is, well, he describes pretty well what it is right at the start here. Let me get to that point when the video plays. There we go.
Robin Hood. It's a collaborative deck building game.
Okay,
This
here we
is
go.
Rescuing Robin Hood. It's a collaborative deck building game that takes 20 minutes per player for 1 to 5 players ages 10 and up. It has the deck building aspects of Dominion, the collaboration of Pandemic, and the press your luck thrill of Blackjack. If you like any of these games, you're going to really like Rescuing Robin Hood.
So there you go. Dominion, Pandemic, Blackjack as the gambling aspect. So there you have it. It's a 1 to 5 player game. I believe I already saved it in my solo games of the year. Let me double check on that real quick. Where's my list here? My bookmarks. All right. So let me see here. I don't know if this shows up while I'm recording. But this is every solo game that that's pretty decent that came out this year. And there's a lot. There's well over 100 on this list. That's how crazy this market is. So, Kapow, let's see. I'm not seeing... Yeah, Robin Hood, that's the last one I saved. So I did save it. It doesn't look like anything too epic or grabbing me. Right away I have to get it. And that's what I'm going to be standing out to only fund these days, because I funded probably more than I should have. So anyway, well done on your project. That was, not sure if it was their first one. It might have been. They did break it, so well done. Let's go to the next one. Also, that's just finished out of $24,000. Only 57. I was expecting more with these guys. Is USS Freedom. That's the cosplayer one. So a bunch of cosplayers are stuck in space, but then they start becoming what they act to be. And it's more than that, and I heard that they changed that up because people didn't like that sort of lore. So I'm not sure exactly of all their changes, but here it is. Space game. Looks pretty decent. Although there's a big one coming out. I believe I saved this one as well, and if you're interested, do check it out. They'll probably have a late pledge open. Next, finished just recently, that probably piques my interest maybe the most, is this one, and they already have a late pledge open. So if you're interested, check it out. That's The Pursuit of Happiness, Big Box and Nostalgia expansion. This looks like a big game, and it does have single mode, but this is since it's not really a theme I'm crazy about, maybe just this modern lifestyle game, it's something I'd love to play with somebody else. Although I don't have that many people to play, especially something so epic or as big as this seems to look. Actually, it doesn't look that big. I'm overdoing it, but I have to really limit the games that I get that that don't have solo. Well, this has solo, but are very solo attractive to me. So anyway, this is probably the most recommended project maybe today that I'll be talking about, so do check it out. Let's see, Pursuit of Happiness. This is not their first game. It looks like it's just a big box and a expansion. So let's take a look at the initial board game and what its rating is, if it's out there, because I don't remember finding it. Let's see. Okay, so it is a 7.2, 2015. Okay, so it's a 7.2. It looks better than that, actually. But, okay, so 7.2. So that's a reason for me personally not to go after it. This has an expansion, so it's certainly, I'm sure it's going to be better than that. Next, ending in just 3 hours, is For Humours, which I've heard good things about. It's 1 to 6 players. I think I already saved it. And what else can I say? It's it looks like I don't know, probably a funner game to play with somebody else other than just solo. So anyway, looks like a good game. Check it out if you're interested. That's in 3 hours. What else is ending soon? In 17 hours, we have Virus War. It's a 2 to 8 unfriendly players. Nice. Green monsters. They always capture my eye. I don't know about you. Just generic green, any kind of green monsters. When they're put in the thumbnail, I don't know. It just, it's really grabby, you know? Ages 8 and up. But this looks like a lighter game for family, for younger people. It's short, 20 minutes. I think if you have kids, if I had kids, I would certainly be on a lookout for this one. Let's play the video a lot. I'm not considering this one for myself for personal reasons.
Virus War. 2 to 8 unfriendly players will put their friendships to the test in a very contagiously addictive game and compete for the title of Ultimate Survivor. You shall attack without mercy, heal yourself to survive, scupper the game of your adversaries. But be careful. In heaven, Lord Virus, Mrs. Foodie, Baby Virus War, contagiously addictive game and to survive, scuppers. Don't lose all your points of life, or our dear virus will welcome you in heaven. Mr. Pharaoh.
That board looks kind of,
as you already know,
looks kind of plain, but they made it. They made the funding, so congratulations on that. I'm looking forward to seeing what else you guys come up with. That's Virus War. Let's go to the next one, ending in 49 hours, so we got some time. This is probably the last one I'll be looking at. I'm surprised they made it. They made their goal, and that's great to see. They wanted 15,000. That's their goal. They're at almost 19,000. This is the 6th project. Looks like everything's digital as far as we can see. Not sure if anybody got physical, what do you call it?
That
prototype.
In this case,
there we go. That's a prototype.
Yellow.
So let's see here. Let's see what this is all about.
Because of them, our people have seen such wonders. From the moment we are born, we live to appease them and to be in harmony with all the elements. There are unimaginable gifts and punishments bestowed upon us by them. Elements full of such magnificent power. Water, pure as the life force itself, brings us together. Fire, in all its devastating thirst, scares us and divides us. Wind guides us blindly, but has a way of keeping us together. Death separates the worthy from the ungrateful. And earth makes us whole again. Reborn, we resurface. Elements of the Gods is an action drafting and area manipulation game for 1 to 5 players, designed by J. Vowels. Play as a young god at the dawn of civilization, using the powers of the elements to gather worshippers and influence them to do your bidding. Use stonemasons to build monuments to glorify your name, and beautify your monuments with lush green spaces tended by gardeners. You'll also need mystics to perform your sacred rituals, and zealots willing to spill their own blood in your honor. The god who can attain the most glory wins. On your turn, you will choose one of the 5 elements and place it on the board, manipulating the worshippers to allow you to play a card from your hand. You will build monuments and gardens and score points by playing divinity cards. And at the end of the game, you will score bonus points for the worshippers in your domain. Harness the power of the elements and be the most influential god in Elements of the Gods.
Alrighty. 1 to 5, huh? This looks like a good 2-player game. Okay, well, there you have it. That probably explained better than anything that would have come out of my mouth. I'm gonna first say, I know they're kind of symbolic, but the miniatures are, the sculpts are very weak. Like the monuments, I didn't really think about those, but the elements, I mean, they are more than just symbolic, but even as symbolic, they're very, very, well, it's still in, you know, it's still in creation. So we'll see if that changes, but that's a nitpick, but, you know, miniatures, right? No, this looks fun. It looks easy to learn and kind of hard to master kind of situation. I'm liking it. I'm liking the way it looks. If I wouldn't have as much funded as I did, I mean, Endless Winter is a big one that kind of has a lot of stuff going on in it. I think, yeah. Anyway, check it out if you're interested. 1 to 5 players. If you haven't funded anything yet, this might be the one to go with. Alrighty, and ending in 43 hours. That was 49 hours, so this one should be after that one. 43 hours to go is this one, which is not going to fund, unfortunately for them. It's Brainology, spend unique moments, play, laugh, and grow. So, since they're not going to fund, good luck. This is their first one. Good luck on your relaunch, if you're going to relaunch. Yeah, don't really know what it is. It looks more like a party game, but trilingual, nice board game ever created. That's pretty cool. Actually, looks like a cool, clever idea. Anyway, let me close this one out since it's not going to make it, unfortunately. And then we have 66 hours. We got mini mounts, so I'm not going to get into that now. What else? And within the next 70 hours, then we got the skirmish tabletop game, beautiful minis. And then 60, let me organize things, by the way, while I do this. Then we have this King of the Roll Jiu-Jitsu game with animal humanoids, which looks, it's a dice game, but it looks pretty cool. It looks like a pretty cool idea for a dice game. Then we have Tessera, that's been canceled. So Tessera, whatever that was. Yes, looks like it's their third, probably gonna get a relaunch. So let's close this tab now so I don't have to worry about that later and re-talk about it. Then this one, I heard better things. I think the image here is what is the weakest point, but the actual project is pretty impressive. So we'll, they're just immersive maps. We'll take a look at that later. Yep, and 4 days ahead. Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have coming up within the next days? We have Nemo's War in 5 days, an expansion. Nemo's War is a good game out there from what I've heard in reviews and top 10 lists and such. So, Catastrophe, Creature Comforts looks like another good game. I'm just glad there's nothing that's really crazy pulling me in because, you know, money. So, and I have a lot of things coming to me. And so let's see. Let's put the page on a good one. For Humours is good. Check out For Humours, ending at 3 hours. Thanks for watching. Still no tagline for the end of these videos. If I get, let's say 15 views, I'll make a video tomorrow, maybe. And if not, then maybe the next time or in a couple days when things heat up a little bit more on Kickstarter. It's going to be the weekend now, so weekends are always slow. So I'll see you when I see you. Keep playing those board games and enjoying life and staying safe out there. Bye-bye.